What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessed Compulsive Gamer at the O.C.G. And hopefully I'm live. This will be like the third time I've tried, and it says I'm live, but then it doesn't go live on YouTube, so... Oh, thank God, I'm finally live.
What was that?
Go ahead. I'm just gonna start over.
Fallen God, creator and destroyer of worlds, hear my vows.
Wear the headset for right now.
Hear my vow. My vow of defiance.
My vow of defiance. I sound like Jason Statham. I'm a working man.
The monastery's ahead. I wonder if it is still safe. Either way, our quest for Antanas nears a conclusion. I hope he's worth all the men we've lost on our way here.
Let's get to work. It's quiet. Too quiet. Even for a monastery. Hold on.
These things keep coming. We fight back, but there are too many of them. It is sickening to see them move. Their limbs twist and turn in ways they're not supposed to. And their smell. It's like fire and death creeping up your nose. One of the creatures we were fighting spat on us. The saliva hit my eye. It burned, and it burns deeper into me.
It's locked.
You're still losing blood, Caslow. The Rogar got you good.
I didn't let you out of prison to worry about me.
We didn't come all this way just so you could die on the doorstep.
I've treated injuries like this one before. I'll deal with it once we get inside.
The man we're looking for. How will we find him?
He's the leader of all humanity. If we find his guards, we'll find him.
So far, I've seen only corpses. No survivors.
The Rogar have clearly breached the walls of the monastery, and Tanis would have given his life to protect his people. If he is alive, then some of them might have survived too.
There must be some way to open this door.
A switch, perhaps, or a key.
It is in me, and it is changing me. My skull. The bones are moving, growing. It does not feel like poison in my veins, more like liquid darkness. We have
Sounds like an
seen
awesome
with
drink.
others what happens next. Eyesight goes first, then follows sanity. Brother William, Brother Peter and I won't let the disease take us. We will choose death before it chooses us.
How did I ever get lucky to have a kitty like you, Echo? You're such a good girl. You're so pretty, and you're always by my side. You know I'm not doing well. Sorry, my anxiety.
Dear Father, the fires on the horizon, they are spreading towards our village. I beg you, be careful. Something evil is happening. I can feel that. You can always seek refuge here, in the monastery. Whatever happens, Antanas can save us. Please, please, be safe.
found a key.
What are you waiting for? Open the door.
I could use some help.
Here, this might be useful.
One of those lords Caslow keeps talking about.
Okay, I guess I need to be a cleric. Alright, I'll see you later, Echo. I love you.
The monastery.
I found...
What? Here. What?
I could...
Here.
One of those lords Caslo keeps talking about.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Soon after banishing the god, the three men that were known as the Judges parted ways forever. Apart from their common goal, they were very different in every possible way. 3 statues were built for them on the square of the Judges, displaying the distinct paths they had taken. These statues hold a secret, as if it were their heart, but it is retained by the stone. Only the Shard of Heroes could make that heart beat, and only an unknown force could tear it out. We can't stand against such forces much longer. We must find a place to hide. A place with walls and soldiers, mighty Antanas. We will be on our way. Please prepare for a few dozen refugees.
What exactly were the Lords? They wielded power beyond ours. They fought fiercely. They blindly followed the gods. They tried to help. Reason with them failed. The Lords did not come for discussion. They came to serve their purpose. To lead the Rogar army against the human.
Outside! Okay. Hmm. Damn it.
You... help me. Please.
What happened to your hand?
Spider venom. It burns like Adir himself touched it.
Rip the wound and suck the poison out.
Too late. It already spread.
There's only one way to stop the venom. Separate the poisoned limb from the body.
You want me to cut my arm off? You're a madman.
You'll see the judges soon then.
I can't. I won't. It's in your hands.
All right. On your head be it.
Thank you. I owe my life to you, stranger. Wait. You're not one of the monastics. The markings on your face.
A gift from the court. A reminder of my sins.
Please, put the axe down now.
You need someone to back you up. You won't hold long in this state.
I am the healer monk here. And yes, I see the irony of the situation.
You must have supplies.
I do. They're in the laboratory, but the place is full of Rogar beasts. It's no use. I won't make it there in this condition.
Here, take this one.
Thank you. If we both survive to see the Keystone Citadel, I hope our paths cross again.
I think the hate for this game has been kind of overestimated or overhyped. This was one of the very first, if not the first, Souls-like. And so, made by a first-time dev. So I think that, people are like, oh my god, it sucks, it doesn't anywhere near as good as the Souls games. Yeah, no shit. Because people hadn't figured out, Souls-likes didn't exist. And this was a first-time studio. Yeah. And this game also, I know it doesn't look it now, but this game came out in 2014, early 2014. So this game was one of the first games for PS4 and Xbox One to really show what they could do. And at the time, people were really impressed with how good this game looked. And yeah, for, a game that came out within the first year of the generation, yeah, this game actually looked pretty good. Ah, I died. No big deal. So, when you, this is one of the first games to use Unreal 4. Ever. So when you realize that it was made by a small developer with no prior experience, it was the first game to use an engine, so they were kind of figuring it out. It was early in the generation, so they were figuring the tech out. And the concept of a Souls-like didn't exist. Like, this is widely considered to be the very first Souls-like, that took inspiration from Dark Souls. I think, people can ease up a little bit and not give this game such a hard time. But I've heard people say, oh my god, this game's fucking terrible. And I'm like, you have not played a terrible game. And honestly, the developer, CSI Games, took what they learned from this and they made much better games going forward. After this, the same team did The Surge, and The Surge was much, much better than this, and it was a really good game, and then they followed that up with The Surge 2, which is fucking amazing. And so you can you can literally follow the trajectory of the developer from pretty decent game to pretty good game to great game. And recently, their most recent game was Atlas Fallen, which is on my playlist. And I'm going to play it eventually. But from what I've seen, it's really good. It's not really a Souls-like, though. It's more just like a wider RPG, but it still looks really good.
Anybody here?
What's up? Alright, I'll be in there in a few minutes. I love you. So, like I was saying, I just think the hate for this game is overblown. People acting like this game is fucking awful. Sadly enough, the whole process fucking repeated with the second Lords of the Fallen. And don't let anyone tell you different. It is the second Lords of the Fallen. Okay, it's not a reboot. It literally takes place after this game. And literally has Harkin, the main character you see here, in the game. You don't play as him, but he's a main character. Okay, so it's like it's direct sequel. They just didn't want to call Lords of the Fallen 2 because it had been over 10 years since the first game came out, and the first game did okay sales-wise. So like if we say 2 people like it, it's a whole thing. But I just call it Lords of the Fallen 2 because it's not even like a reboot. It is directly. It's like 1,000 years later, but it's the same universe after. But that was that game kind of got savaged by critics, and that they really didn't deserve that because number one, it once again was made by a small-time studio, a different studio than the original game because they moved on to the Surge, and they wanted to keep the series going, called Hexaworks. And they were the first, I think they were the first people outside of Epic to use Unreal 5, or one of the very first. And if you've seen the second Lords of the Fallen, it has almost kind of like a Soul Reaver thing where you go between the land of the living and the land of the dead. And they actually have to load in and out instantly to like two separate worlds. And they were trying to figure out how to use Unreal 5 because it was a brand new engine, you know, when they started working on Lords of the Fallen. It wasn't even available to the public. So there wasn't a guide. And they I'm trying to figure out how to put it. They were trying to make it do very complicated things. And the game had some technical problems at launch. Nothing like crazy or anything like that. But people are like, oh my god, this game has some technical issues. And it's like, yeah, they're the first people to use the fucking engine. And there's literally a mid-tier fucking first-time studio. Like, you're not, you know, you're comparing it to fucking studio, you know? And it's just the double standard. Because I love Souls games, as I'm sure you know. I've played every single major Souls game from FromSoft. Demon Souls, the original and the remake. Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, and I've pretty much gotten and done everything in all those games. Okay? And I love FromSoft. That is to say. But they do not make optimized games. Their games are notorious for being technically janky. Dark Souls 1, back in the day, could drop down to literally 10 frames a second in Blighttown. That's not a joke. And that was like the average frame time in Blighttown. It was like one of the worst frame rates on any 360 game on a PS3. Bloodborne and a bunch of their other games had frame pacing issues, which, to give you like the technical mumbo jumbo, frames are delivered in an even keel. So if it's 30 frames a second, it's supposed to be delivered in 30 frames a second. Well, FromSoft games fuck that up, and they deliver frames at an uneven increment. So it'll deliver 30 frames, then maybe 28, and it sounds like a small thing, but it basically makes the game feel laggy, even when it's not lagging, because the refresh rate is constantly changing, and it makes the game feel sluggish. And people have been complaining about it since Bloodborne 10 years ago, and every single FromSoft game, if you played at 30 FPS, has uneven frame pacing. So, you know, people are giving FromSoft a pass, sucking their dick. On the technical side, you know, while they're ripping a new team to shreds, you know, and I actually think I would be much more forgiving of Lords of the Fallen's technical issues because, one, it was a first-time studio. FromSoft has been making games now like 15 fucking years. Two, Lords of the Fallen, the new one, is actually a very pretty graphically intensive game. FromSoft games are usually not. You know, and three, they actually patched and fixed the fucking issues. So, 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll take my medicine. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. And don't get me wrong. I love FromSoft. They make fucking amazing games. That's why they get a pass, because when it comes to world design and boss fight design, they're fucking unmatched. But you also can't like glaze over the problems. And if you're going to do that, then you have to be consistent. You can't get on to FromSoft games for having technical problems, and then or not get onto them. I'm sorry, not get onto them, and then get onto another studio. Especially like when I said, Lords of the Fallen was from a first-time studio with a brand new engine that they were trying to fucking figure out and trying to make it do complicated shit. Because you literally have the world, the living, the world, the dead. So those are have two separate level layouts, like Soul Reaver. So it has to switch to geometry without pausing the game. And they fixed their problems. The Lords of the Fallen now is 1,000 times better. They have patched Lords of the Fallen so much. I think maybe more than any game I've ever seen ever. By the way, that's not an exaggeration. Either. Every day for a week when they first dropped Lords of the Fallen, the new one, they released a patch. So they released 7 patches in a week. And I think they've updated Lords of the Fallen 50 times, 60 times, and the game's been out since October of 2023, so not even 2 years. So they busted their ass off working like fucking madmen, patching it and fixing it, and adding in stuff that fans asked for.
Mighty antennas.
And I think they should be commended at the very least for that.
I dare to claim that this god does only one thing, but it does it rather well. It eats hatred like a hungry lion, and spits it out like a dragon spits fire. Its bearer can wield it like a horrible weapon, but his soul must not be pure. A shattered soul will make the most out of it.
At least my T-Dig's finally starting to get better. I'm still not out of the woods. Still hurting a little bit, but it's improved a lot. And I'm getting to the point where I feel like I can function. So at least I'm starting to feel better there. Because it was fucking terrible. I've had more toothaches than I care to admit because my teeth are not great. But this is some of the worst I've ever had. It's like my upper teeth, right here. That was affecting my sinuses, so it felt like the tooth was hurting, but it also felt like somebody was taking a red hot poker and stabbing it in the nerve in my face. And it fucking with my sinuses as well. So at least I'm finally starting to feel somewhat better.
Where is it?
Where is what?
Back off! This doesn't concern you.
Whatever you want. You won't get an answer from a dead man.
Seems it's your lucky day, altar boy.
What was that about?
They're liars, and worse besides. Not only did they steal my family valuables,
I know
but
that.
they've hidden the pathway.
Lots of things destroy the teeth. Ultimately, it's not really even soda or anything like that. It's my fault. I didn't brush enough. I wasn't good enough at flossing. And I got cavities, and once I got the cavities, I tried to get them fixed. But it's really hard with my insurance. Everybody I've talked to either doesn't take my insurance or they're booked for months. And not like, oh, I can wait on the waiting list for months. Like, they won't even take a booking for me So, like, I've been trying to get my teeth fixed for like a year, over a year, and not been able to get into a dentist, even though I've been trying. So, and I'm sure soda didn't help, but ultimately, if I had taken proper care of my teeth, the soda wouldn't have done what it did. Like, if I had been brushing my teeth properly all the time instead of inconsistently, wouldn't have happened. So I had to take ownership. And at this point, I drink more water than anything else. Like, you'll see me drink the occasional Monster, but I drink 99% water. So, like, I've dramatically cut back on my soda consumption and didn't make a difference. It's fucked. And I mean, I drink, like I said, I drink a shit ton of water every day. At least 16-ounce bottles of water a day. At least. I drink more water than most people. So, even after cutting back on, I drink some milk. We don't get a huge amount of milk. And when we do, it's usually from my mom.
Pathway.
A door to places otherwise unreachable. Places that hold secrets, and secrets hold power.
Yeah, that's true.
I was on my way there when the Rogar appeared out of nowhere.
Why are you so sure it's still here?
It's in the Book of Lin. Not lie.
You sure those friars stole from you? I've always taken over bookworms, not lifters.
Don't be a fool. The men in here are just as twisted and corrupt as the people outside. I bet Antanas, this savior, allows it. They've bled the villagers dry over the years. They think people forget that the truth gets buried with the bodies they helped create. But they're wrong. I know what they did.
Either way, none of that, as helpful as the advice is, and I appreciate it, none of that's really going to help me now. I am in a toothache, and I've just got to see myself to the other side of it. Anything else comes after that. You know what I'm saying? But it is really getting better. It's starting to go away, so at least there's that.
This is a monastery. No women allowed.
No criminals allowed either, but here you are. If it's to be an inquisition, tell me about that constellation on your ugly face. Ah, I thought not. Let's both keep our secrets.
I must go.
Suit yourself.
Yeah.
Watch out! There are some freaks on your side of the gate.
Oh well, shit happens. Oh, let me see. I think there's a special weapon you can get here. Either way, right now at the moment, I'm just glad to be feeling better. And now that I've taken some medication, I'm feeling almost normal again. Oh, I'm right there. Alright, motherfucker. Okay. And I've yet to get to the good builds yet. I'm trying to do a specific build. And his boss is just particularly annoying, unfortunately. I gotta charge my controller. At least I almost killed this fucker. And then I died. Oh well, shit happens. I almost did it. Like I said, after I kill this fucker, I can start getting to the good shit. Okay. Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. See the spell that I'm using, I'm fully upgraded. But it like doubles my defense while it's active. It heals me. And if enemies hit me, they take damage proportional to what the damage they gave me. So it gives you a super defense, heals you, and gives you like Revenge damage. Once you fully upgrade it, it is fucking insane. See, like, they're getting a ton of damage just hitting me. And it's not even nearly fully maxed out.